Okay, then, let's do this thing. Impact, impact, impact. As we are 1 week away from Slammiversary. What do we got going on this week, huh? Since Slammiversary is next week and whatnot, it's trying to plan a review or however that's going to work for next week. Working on that right now. But we do have a contract signing tonight between Kenny Omega and Sami Callihan for the Impact World title. They did show Kenny Omega and Don Callis entering the building. Don Callis saying that Callahan is unpredictable. He's a degenerate and a troglodyte and a creep and whatnot. But it's going to be a big night for this contract signing. We do kick it off, though, with Brian Myers versus Jake Something to kick off the show. Not a bad match and whatnot. Something ended up getting the win with like a black hole slam, it looked like. After he got the win, he basically put Myers back in the ring so he could call him a professional. Myers had got on the mic and he said he was going to, I guess, apologize and whatnot. But before he said anything, Sam Beal basically attacked him from behind. Next thing you know, they start jumping him. And then who comes out for the save for something? Someone, I'm surprised I forgot who's even on this show. It's Matt Cardona. What happened to what I'm doing? It's Matt Cardona. That never gets old. That never gets old. It's Matt Cardona. Who gives a shit? It's Matt Cardona. And he's back to fight his former tag partner, Kurt Hawkins, out there, Brian Myers, which he comes out and hits like a Rough Rider and, sends the heels packing and whatnot. But yeah, I can't take him seriously. I'm sorry. I just like Matt Cardona. Oh God, I hope he's not really getting a push here. Next though, they did show Deonna Purrazzo in the back, talking about, I guess she's not with Kimberly and Susan anymore, and she didn't need them. She said she's a two-time Knockouts champion without their help, and she's broken bones and snapped necks without, with her own moves instead of using them, because what have they done anything, huh? And that she's dominated on her own, and she has an open challenge for anybody that wants to go one-on-one with the Virtuosa tonight. So, good promo from there. They showed Callahan in the back, I guess, on his phone. I guess he was going to do an interview this time, and he said he's going to get his hands on Omega in 9 days. But then next thing you know, some I thought he was security, but apparently he was a sheriff. And then I guess they were arresting him for an assault on Don Callis. Next, all these security guys, and I guess it was another cop apparently, basically dragged him off then and took him away after that. So he was gone. Next thing, Deonna Purrazzo went against Lady Frost. I don't know a lot about Lady Frost. I feel like I've seen her before. I think that's probably on Twitter though, but I don't know much about Lady Frost, though. Somebody said she was on AEW at one point, so I don't know a lot about her right now. Yeah, Purrazzo ended up getting the win, winning with the armbar and whatnot. But before she could say anything else, Gail Kim came out. Gail Kim came out basically, I guess she's about to say something until, Deanna said, like, that Gail is one of the most pivotal women that has helped her make it to become, so she could become a champion today, and that she respect her. But respect goes both ways. So why did you interrupt me? And Gail says, I don't respect you, okay? I work backstage, but I've been following your career, and you have become the face of the Knockouts division. And she's proud of, you've been carrying the legacy that I helped build. But Deonna basically said, like, I accept your challenge. Basically, we thought it was going to be a match between Deonna Purrazzo and Gail Kim at Slammiversary, which I would not mind that. That'd be a really great match. But Gail said, I'm retired from pro wrestling. I have nothing else to prove at this point. Okay, but if you want to prove that you're the greatest Knockouts champion in history, me, Scott Demornas, we come up with something, and we have an opponent for you to prepare at Slammiversary. So we handpicked this person. We're not going to tell you who it is, but you guys are going to have to wait. I'm sure there's a lot of mystery. Who could it be? I don't know. Some could think Mickey James. Some could think anyone that has been released in WWE in the past couple months at this point. Some would say Ruby Riott. Some would say, Billy Kay, or, what was, Peyton Royce, or Chelsea Green. I don't know. Could it be a return? Could it be a debut? I don't know. Could be anybody for all I know. But we do have, at least it's going to be somebody. We don't know who yet, but a good segment though. But in a way, I actually thought it would have been Gail Kim, just saying. But nah, she's retired at this point though, so she doesn't, I guess, want to risk her health at this point. Can't blame her for it though. But yeah, they show Chris Sabin at Swingers Palace before he could do anything, and Swinger not around. It was closed. Moose showed up and attacked them. Basically, you want me at Slammiversary? You'll find out why I'm a wrestling god. I know they interviewed Chris Bay, talk about he's on his side for the Ultimate X match coming up for the X Division title. Morrissey came out, W. Morrissey, basically talking about Eddie Edwards since Eddie challenged him to a match at Slammiversary. And Morrissey, he knows Eddie's in a hospital bed right now, but you're going to find out that your friends cannot help you and that they're frauds, and I'm going to destroy these 3 guys, which he killed whoever these 3 guys were and just destroyed them. So a very good segment and promo by Morrissey in general. So we'll see what happens with that match. They talked to Don Callis, who looked very disheveled and talked about he was assaulted and he barely could talk. He was traumatized and whatnot. And then they showed footage of what happened. I guess they showed someone dressed as Sammy. And, Callis, Callis, that's a baseball bat. You don't want to hit me with that. And, basically, I guess he put the bat down and hit him in the face. As, Callis said that he doesn't think Sammy will make it to Slammiversary due to legal problems. Scott D'Amore said, I want you to humor me tonight when you say that. Susan and Kimberly went against Rosemary and Havoc. Okay match. Figured Rosemary and Havoc were going to win anyway. So, figured, like I said, we just knew that was going to happen, okay? Just because. I know they showed them back in the back, and I guess they had some help. They need Su Yung back, as Kimberly said that's the backup plan and whatnot. So, Father James Mitchell's return, and I guess we're going to get Su Yung back soon. Maybe it's Slammiversary. When he said, a dog can vomit, but something, he said, can lead you back to whatever. So, I forgot what he said. They showed Tennille Dashwood and Caleb Conley's All About Me show, which is, by God, she's a bad promo and whatnot. And they bring Jazz on the show, which they start talking about Rachel Ring and Jordan Grace. And Jazz said, you got something to say? Because you said, why don't you just leave like you did with your wrestling career? And then Jazz, just kind of turned around. Then I guess Tennille ended up pushing her from behind. And then they show Rachel Ring and Jordan Grace kind of promo, say they're going to get payback on them next week. Rich Swann and Willie Mack came out talking about they want a shot at those tag team titles after what happened last week with Violent Design getting involved in their match. So they want a shot right now, or just at Slammiversary. TJP and Father Boss saying we want a shot. We have a common enemy, but they said we should get first and whatnot. Gallows and then Violent by Design comes out. Gallows and Anderson, which haven't really been in the tag team title picture in a while now. Why are they involved in this? I have literally no idea. But as for some reason, Doc Gallows talks like a freaking preacher out there. By the powers invested in me. By the powers invested in me. I say that you, sir, are going to be an astronaut. But they send Tommy Dreamer out to make it a fatal 4-way tag team title match at Slammiversary. And right now it's going to be Diener versus Rich Swann versus Carl Anderson versus TJP in a fatal 4-way. Good match, with Carl Anderson getting a stun gun or gun stun onto Diener then after that. So I guess they're gonna the other members are gonna be facing each other next week. But we did get to the last part of the show with the contract signing happening. Kenny Omega and Don Callis came out. They said that Callahan won't be able to show up and whatnot. And he said, you don't want me to humor and whatnot. So there you go. He's not gonna make it because come on, man, it's 8 strikes against Callahan. Kenny Omega signed the contract. The lights going on and off. Next thing you know, a screen showed up, which was Johnny Bravo dressed as, or he's the cameraman out there. And I guess there was some guy, it was a fake Sami Callihan, and ended up punching Don Callis. Next thing you know, the lights go on. Sami Callihan just shows up, and he hits Omega with the back. Omega attacks him from behind. Next thing you know, Callihan ends up hitting the, what was it? He does the thumb up, thumb down, hits the package pile driver, signs the contract, and then puts him through a table. So, at least a solid segment to end off the show before Slammiversary and whatnot next week. So, we'll see what goes with that. But an okay contract signing. Mostly Impact's mostly been building to Slammiversary in the next week. So, the matches, I don't know the whole card, but at least it's stacking up to look pretty good right now. And of course, who will be showing up at Slammiversary since they did that last year or whatnot. I wish there would have been more, I wish there was more hype to this pay-per-view, though. I don't feel like enough people are talking about it right now. I'm sure it'll be a really good show, but I feel like it's not enough hype or not enough talking and promoting a pay-per-view and whatnot. So that's my problem with that. But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace. And yeah, we're going to be, figure out what we're going to do with the whole Slammiversary review. I'm out. Boom.